Welcome to the Black and Gold channel. I want to speak to my FBA brothers and sisters today. Brothers and sisters, you should know by now, we are the offspring of the most resilient people on earth. We've survived every hardship that Babylon has thrown at us. We've survived the chain, we've survived the laws, we've survived the lies and character assassination, the bombs. We've survived the propaganda, and today we still rise with rhythm in our walk and divinity in our DNA. We are universal law personified. But hear me clearly, brothers and sisters. The greatest weapon used against us was not the whip. It was the worldview they forced us to imbibe. A worldview that taught us to pray to the gods of our captors, that taught us to love foreign tribes more than we love ourselves. But we're giving back the jerry curls and the skin lightening cream. Their worldview told us our ancestors were primitive, while their ancestors were holy. And too many of our people, through their conditioning, still carry those foreign values from Arabia and Europe inside their minds and spirits. But let me make it plain, like Malcolm. We aren't the children of Arab tribes. We are not the stepchildren of any tribe from the Caucasus Mountains. Who are we, family? FBA are the last of the Black first cultures on the planet. We are the only descendants of Africa that wear blackness like a badge of honor. Black and gold all day, baby. That's what we have in common with the first civilizations that taught humanity how to live. Before anyone built a church, before anyone wrote a scripture, before anyone preached salvation. The blueprint for modern spirituality was built by the proud Black Nile Valley ancestors. To be proudly Black and anti-Kemet is oxymoronic. Our Black ancestors in Kemet gave the world the concept of order through Ma'at, truth, balance, and order, a moral code through the 42 declarations, which is the original moral code, the Hall of Judgment with Anpu, the first concept of accountability. Kemet honored the sacred feminine long before Europe even allowed women to read. The cosmic family of man, woman, and child. Long before Arabia hid women behind veils and the idea of resurrection. Long before anyone spoke of heaven. Who did all of that? Kemet. The only country in history to put Black in their name. If you believe Kemet stands for Black lands, then you might as well start calling yourself Ahmed. These are our ideas, our spiritual technology, Black people's contribution to the world. But here's the truth. Many of my Black American brothers and sisters reject Kemet today, not because Kemet is false, but because they associate Kemet with colonial-minded immigrants who have white supremacy beat into them by the Ottoman Turks. They reject Kemet because European slavers and colonizers told them that Kemet enslaved the Hebrews. This is a complete lie and fabrication. The ancient Hebrews and the Kemetic people were allies. I can prove it. That is one of the biggest lies in human history, yet one of the most impactful lies. Understand this. The spirit of Kemet is not with any invader. It's not with an Arab. It's not with a Frenchman. It's not with a Brit who created all the havoc going on right now in Sudan. So with what people does that spirit live on? That resilient spirit of Kemet lives on through foundational Black Americans, the only proudly Black people on earth today. Not anyone who put the bodies of the pharaohs on display in museums. When I say follow Kemet, I'm not talking about following a tribe. I'm not even talking about a specific DNA sequence. We're talking about returning to the spiritual science of our ancestors who created this spiritual science before any Black person was forced into slavery. So why should proud Black people follow Kemet? Kemet is a system of character, discipline, purpose, and elevation, which is what we need today, which is why we saw the chaos between the children and the adults in Chicago the other day. Kemet was never about mythology or fantasy. What do the Kemetic ancestors teach us? Rise, always rise. Unity and righteousness is right around the corner. Listen, family, the world has taken from us long enough. They've taken our labor, they've taken our name, they've taken our inventions, they took our images, they even took our gods. Jesus comes from Heru. Mary comes from Heru's mother, Aset. They remixed the stories, and the only seasonings they added was misogyny and the belief that black is sin. They forced this down the throats of so many peoples of the world. But now, what's our excuse? What are we claiming? Are we claiming slave religion, anti-black religion? Or are we claiming the values of the great black ancestors of Kemet, who taught us to walk with the almighty black God, not a God who gets skin cancer in the sun or with sand between his toes? Kemet is the inheritance of every self-respecting black person on earth. Ma'at is our true foundation. The vigilant ancestors are our teachers. By example, true black unity begins when we stand inside our original cultural genius and the values that were created by the first divine, righteous black ancestors and civilization. We don't need to convert to anyone's God. We don't need to chase the approval of any troglodyte. We just need to remember who we are. We are FBA, the world's only proud black people. If we do it consciously or subconsciously, we continue to carry on the legacy of the first pro-black nation in recorded history, Kemet. Stand up, FBA, because when you do, the whole world shakes in your wake. Hit up, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Learn the secrets that were excluded from your history books. Join the Kemet 101 educational tour to Egypt with Dr. Kerry Kiles. Explore inside the Great Pyramids of Egypt. Walk in the path of the ingenious Lady Pharaoh Hatshepsut and the brave warrior Ramses II. Experience this archaeological journey and spiritual retreat. Click the link in the description box and join our next Kemet 101 educational tour.